Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. Today we'll be talking about Safe Zone for All here at Troy University. My guest today, Dr. Patrick Faircloth, to talk a little bit about Safe Zone for All and what it means here on campus. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, sir.
And Safe Zone for All, tell us a little about the program and what it means for Troy University.
Well, it's been going about 3 years now on main campus. And initially sort of started because I had a sticker on my door from a different program, and some students saw that sticker, felt safe. I was able to refer them to the Dean of Students. They got the assistance that they needed. And so that got me to thinking that, well, maybe we should have our own program here at Troy. And the whole Safe Zone program and Safe Space program and other names really evolved out of K through 12 programs that were focused on LGBT youth. But I have to give credit to Dr. Kramer, our division chair. He said, why don't we go beyond that and make it a safe zone for everybody? It was brilliant. And so I and the students that were initially setting this up, we sort of galvanized around that. We originally received a grant from the Association of LGBT Issues in Counseling in Alabama, which is a counseling group, to sort of begin the funding of it. And we immediately opened it to all people. And so here on main campus, we've been doing it for 3 years, usually 1 or 2 trainings a semester. And what we provide is sort of brief talks about certain issues that may affect certain minority populations on campus, and I'm using that as a generic term, such as veterans, LGBT students, students with disabilities, and people that may have other concerns. And so you go through the training, we rotate our topics, and then after you've completed the training, then you have a sticker that you can place on your door. We teach you a little 5-step model of how to be a safe person in a safe zone. And then you use that model to get that student or staff or faculty, any Trojan, to that next place they need to be to also feel safe, whether it's Dean of Students or some other office on campus or off campus.
And of course, and part of that, and you mentioned that training there, they're not being taught to be counselors.
No, sir.
And the people who are going through this are not professional counselors.
No, sir.
They're kind of just a friendly ear, somebody to help out. And that's something that someone who may be interested in being a part of this, maybe calm some of their fears that you don't have to be a professional to be somebody to help out.
You're 100% correct. I've been on Troy for a number of years now on the campus, and we have a lot of staff and faculty that they really want to help students. I think all of us do. We're very student-centered here at Troy. And I think this gives them yet another tool in their toolbox to say, hey, I've been to this training. I understand some of the concerns that might be special for this student. And I understand more about how I can use this little 5-step model to just, I like your words, to be a friend, someone where they feel safe. They can be in my office or approach me and feel safe. And I can help them get whatever resources they need on campus. And again, while this is sort of targeted, our talks and our training are targeted at people who might represent a minority group, it's really for all Trojans. So I mean, the ultimate goal there is, if we could have a safe zone for all, sticker on every door, and anybody on this campus that sort of saw that would say, oh, I can go in there, maybe I have a little test anxiety today. And then, I won't be judged. They'll be friendly, they'll lend an ear, they'll maybe get me to the next place I need to be. And so I think that's very important to think about it that way, as a friendly ear, not as a professional service, but just as Trojans helping Trojans.
And we mentioned office doors there, but this is also available to students. The training that they can get through the Safe Zone, students can do this as well and be a safe zone for their fellow students.
I've seen many students with the Safe Zone stickers on their laptops or backpacks. And so other students can go to them and feel comfortable that they won't be judged in any way, and that they're going to get some sort of a friendly ear.
And of course, you've mentioned there it's been here for about 3 years now. Success on campus. Have you seen some success stories and some good things come out of the program?
We have. Again, I told you the initial story how it started with a problem students were having. We get many reports back that when people have the sticker on their door, and we're starting to see more and more of them around campus, of course. That people will come in and say things like, I have a question about this particular thing that happened to me. I'm a little anxious about it. What do you think? And they'll follow our model and say, well, I really think you should talk to Dean of Students about that. Or, you know what, maybe you should go over to financial aid and talk to them about that. Or maybe you should go to your professor and approach your professor and just ask, what should I do about this thing that's happening in class? And so it's just another way of helping, and in my opinion, retaining Troy students and helping them be successful along with faculty and staff.
And keeping a friendly atmosphere and a comfortable atmosphere for students. Well, here's hoping the program continues success and more interest in it. We've run out of time, but want to thank you for being here and keeping up the program, and maybe some new folks out there interested in getting involved. So,
well, I appreciate you, and I just want to say that last year we launched it on Montgomery campus. We're going to launch it on Dothan and Phoenix City. And we're going to have a digital format, so it's available to all Trojans, wherever they may be in the world, at their campuses in the near future.
Well, here's hoping they take advantage of that. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.